Which futures for the peri-urban areas? How to imagine both sustainable and quality ways of living between cities and countryside. The Nord-Pas-de-Calais region in the north of France, with the help of a local development agency, proposed to work on the Pivel area between Lille, Douai and Valenciennes. High request for buying houses, strong urbanization, villages developing along the roads, and new suburban subdivisions, destruction of agricultural land, difficulties to maintain social mix and balance between generations, local shops disappearing, strong commuting, heavy transportation traffic. All these phenomena tend to generate a sort of dorm countryside. The workshop organized at the ENSCI Les Ateliers in Paris proposes to explore in vitro how a network of local micro-projects working in synergy could organize as a sort of acupuncture of the region and generate a systemic transformation towards new and more sustainable ways of living. The workshop process, set by strategic design scenarios, is organized to follow and experiment all along the week this new path of design for social innovation and sustainability. Collaborative neighborhoods, local food networks, alternative mobility, exchange, and mutual help platforms, active welfare, multi-services centers, community-based tourism. Social innovation cases collected worldwide by the design schools of the DASIS network show the emergence of more sustainable ways of living. How to improve these initiatives to reinvent our daily living and the life in our regions. How to requalify a suburban station, a professional college, a post office, or a neighborhood collective house. The Public Innovation Lab, La Vincennes region, came to debate the question of the design of public institutions and services so that they also support this transition movement towards sustainability. Each new solution is positioned on a map of the Pivel area, then visualized and discussed which potential synergies between these independent projects, how to organize them in a system of distributed innovations in the region. More than 30 solutions have been generated and presented in the shape of video clips. They organize in 7 strategic points to open the debate. To facilitate the life of commuters, local train stations as Orchi heading towards larger cities need to become hubs of services, for instance integrating systems of shopping delivery as freehands or shopping train.
Bonjour, je m'appelle François. J'habite Rache, une...
Offering services of personalized baggage room as the cloak room, or stimulating interaction between travelers through information exchange systems such as Urban Playlist,
These new terminals that they installed at the stations are...
or good news. Peri-urban places need to reinvent their own appeal, offering activities and reasons for the residents to live there beyond the attractiveness of the large city nearby, for instance creating distant co-working spaces in existing places such as school office, stimulating social life with the shared canteen, generating networks of cultural activities such as Flynn House, or developing initiatives of disseminated museum as nomad art. Peri-urban areas are characterized by relatively long distances and less density in terms of social and cultural fabric. What local social networks can improve? They may support identification of cultural events in the area, as for around us.
Avec ma femme, on vient de s'installer dans la région et on s'est
And social initiatives, like My Radio Networking.
Je m'appelle Julie.
Or social local resources, as our craftsmen,
Alors moi je viens d'emménager dans l'appartement.
and lending of personal equipments, as for share your stuff.
est une plateforme internet.
Also they may enable the pooling of local knowledge, as in Golden Book Service,
De ma grand-mère qui savait.
or in the local day-to-day library.
Alors ce printemps, ma femme...
A large part of the population living in peri-urban areas is working in the city nearby. It is hardly there during the day, therefore it is important to support means to reinforce social boundaries, for instance through the constitution of neighborhood collective houses, or thanks to the landlord of the spot, the creation of meeting places between neighbors, as the evening canteen,
Ça fait 3 ans que j'habite dans un petit village.
or a simple letter kiosk.
Avec toute la famille, ça fait un bout de temps qu'on habite.
The setting of local media, as through
On
there,
a emménagé, on s'est
or citizens' mutual help networks as public credit,
Working in the biggest
or of logistic neighborhood services, like Post Plus,
Ils se sont aperçus que les cantons.
Putting forward peri-urban areas means also to rebuild its appeal as a place for local tourism for the cities around. For instance, refurbishing valuable architectures to make disseminated hotel,
Le week-end dernier, avec Stan, on a voulu sortir.
or creating working spaces in the green, as for the Antil. Promoting initiatives of tourism coming from the inhabitants themselves, as the seniors of Do,
habite Lille depuis peu.
or the participative edition of local guides, as the Colonely Planet of the Pavel.
On se promène.
2 more topics have also been sketched, but less developed. Promotion of commuting with public transports implies to facilitate a sustainable local mobility towards the local stations, through initiatives towards carpooling like co-parking in Orsi, and for circulation within the peri-urban area, through initiatives of bicycle bus, like the accompanying shallows from the police on bike, or e-bus, facilitating the mobility of the teenagers on the area.
Pour les jeunes, il n'y a pas grand-chose à faire ici.
Agricultural land appears too often in peri-urban areas as not more than a stock of available land for building. Switching part of the industrial agriculture to short food networks providers means a great potential to rebuild the relationships between cities and the countryside, based for instance on promotion of orchards, as in Grow Up,
La rentrée de Lucas un peu bousculée.
or of direct purchases in short circuits.
Donc avec mon mari Paul, on travaille à
These more than 30 ideas grouped in 7 strategic points are not more than scratching the surface, or the peri-urban questions. But altogether, they represent a different vision of the daily living in this type of area. They represent a sort of demonstrator or simulator, likely to prompt the social conversation on sustainability in peri-urban areas, between local stakeholders and users.
Sur le développement durable.